take a soft ball, you know, baby balls like soft, this size ball,
Uh-huh.
and put it behind the knee. And just do this when you're watching TV.
Oh, okay.
Circles. Circles. Tiny little circles. So what it does, it brings, let's do it. Hold on. Hold the leg so the leg has no effort, and make tiny, tiny little, tiny, small and tiny. And change direction. And then let it go. And let's do the other one. So my take on those things is that when we have enough oxygen and blood coming to an area, the area wants to heal. It has what it needs to heal, right? It doesn't want to heal, but
Right.
but when we don't get enough movement of blood and oxygen into an area, it gets stagnant. So the compression supports it, but it doesn't allow new blood to go.
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe it does.
that's
Actually,
what-
the
This one is
compression.
made out of bamboo and it's supposed to allow all
Yeah,
that. And so,
exactly.
you know.
So if you can decide that every time that you go to the bathroom, you do it for 1 minute as you're sitting there.
Okay.
To get blood into the area. As simple as that. You know, even put your fist and kind of just, so there's a little compression and then you're doing it. And really try it, you know, for the week or for the month that
Right.
we're not going to be together, and with curiosity see if it makes any difference. Let's take the leg up a little bit and move it now from right to left. And see if you can maybe pause so it's like the clock that does tick before it goes into the other side. Tick, 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 tick. And as we're doing that swing with the hands or without the hands, start paying attention to the sitting bones on that side. So you're on the edge of the chair. What happens when the leg is out? What happens to the sitting bones? What happens when the leg is in? What happens to the sitting bones? Can you actually feel the movement of the sitting bones widening as the knee goes in and flaring out as the knee goes out? So the hip flares out, but the sitting bone gets closer to the center. And the sitting bones kind of opens up and getting closer. And let it go. So if the sitting bone flares out when the knee goes in, if we want to get to the floor, it will make sense for us to turn the knee in to that side as we are rotating to go and fall off the chair and lead towards the floor. Make sense? So open the legs a little bit wider. The knee turns in, the sitting bone on that side kind of comes out. The whole hip is kind of opening up. You have more space between the two sitting bones, just enough to where you can fall off the chair. Your hand is on the chair. And you're sliding off the chair. And then you're coming up. And how much you go down is not important right now, but just visualize that route. Start to know that trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
So the knee turns in, the sitting bone flares out, you're rotating and rotating, maybe your heel comes up. And look at it like as if you're under a microscope and you're studying your body. And as you keep on doing it, what happens is the pelvis actually rotating? Can I feel rotation in my lower back? What am I doing with my eyes? Am I keep on spiraling as the spiral goes on? No, we're not going to the other side. We're still studying that side. Don't get impatient. And let's try now to lift the heel first and start the rotation from the bottom up. So rotate on your toes, come towards the knee, allow that rotation in the hip, and feel how this butt is coming off the chair. And whenever it feels unsafe, you come back. Let's do it again, starting with the heel. I think you can do much better without
Yes,
those.
that's getting okay.
So we lift the heel, we rotate on the toe, z, through z. The pelvis is rotating out of the chair. Your hand is on the chair for support. And see if there is enough safety for you to be on your hand, but the pelvis is off the chair. And then come back. We don't have to go down yet. First we have to understand the way up and down, and this nervous system needs to feel that it knows it and it's safe. Any pain?
Yeah.
Let's do it one more time.
That's why I want to do it, to stretch it.
Interestingly enough, stretching by itself doesn't solve problems.
No.
No. The nervous system goes, "Ah!" Okay, heel, toes. And go to where the spine says enough is enough. And come back. And bring your legs in front of you, hip width apart. And walk in place and look at your knees and kind of measure internally with your sensation and with your eyes which leg goes further forward and which one doesn't want to move as far forward or as far back for that matter. Which one has more freedom to glide forward and back, and which side has less freedom. And at the side that has less freedom, what do you do? Are you pushing?
And this side, less freedom.
What are you doing in the back
Yeah.
when you get to the end of the movement? So now let's close our eyes and focus not on the knee going forward and back, but on the rotation. Put your thumbs on your lower spine, and as you're going forward and back, sitting on the edge of the chair, sense that rotation. Sense the vertebra moving forward and back. Put the thumb on your sides of your vertebrae, either up here or down here, wherever you feel the movement. And keep on moving with the legs forward and back, not out, forward and back. And study, really study, slow it down. is the vertebra rotating parallel to the floor? Is one side moves up, or is it really going forward and back? Then when you're ready, move the thumb to a different area in your lumbar and study, really look at what is the vertebra doing. How is the right side different from my left side? Slow it down to where you really see internally. And then move the fingers yet to another vertebra. We have 5 vertebrae in the lower back. Move up and down to collect data. And then find a place that feels to you like it needs your attention. And slow it down to a slow motion. Where you're not stretching it and you're not forcing it, but you're directing it to go forward and back. And maybe with your breath, maybe with your intention. And once you get forward with that vertebra, stay forward and move the knee in and out, in and out. Once that vertebra is forward, move the knee in and out, in and out. And then come back to the center with the leg and move that vertebra back. And once you get back, move the knee in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And rest in the center. And again, move the legs forward and back, like we did in the very beginning. Just moving forward and back. And see if anything has shifted in the smoothness, in the glideness. It's the legs that are moving in and out of the hip socket. So the thighs are gliding forward and back, forward and back. All right. Cool. Let's open the legs wide again. Lift the heel. Rotate on the toes. Open the sitting bones away and allowing the hip to rotate. The hand is out there on the chair for support. Has anything changed in the hip and the spine sensation? And coming back. Anything changed?
A little less pain. Yeah, a little less pain.
Okay.
More mobility.
More mobility. Good, good, good. So let's go just kind of rehearse the stages, okay? So we went forward and back. We checked the in and out. We figured out that when the knee is in, the sit bone is actually making more flaring out, which allowed us the rotation. So then we started, after we did this for a little bit, we started actually from the foot. We lifted the heel, we rotated, we moved out of the way, We got the hip to get out, and so then we found out that actually the limitation is in the lower spine, and we started going back and forth. We felt the rotation. We got to the rotation forward, and we moved the knee in and out. We moved into the rotation backwards, and we moved in and out. And that was it. Pretty simple. Good. Let's start from the top now. So close your eyes and move your eyes to the side that doesn't move as freely. So if it was your right leg that you worked with, move your eyes towards the right. If it was the left leg, move to the left. And come back to the center. And move your eyes again to that side. And come back to center. And move the eyes to the side. And feel how the movement of the eyes towards that ear on that side is actually starting a rotation inside you. At the bottom of your head, at the top of your spine. It's almost like you can feel your cheek on that side wanting to move. Your neck wanting to move to that side. And rest your eyes and move the tongue inside your mouth to the very back teeth on that side, the same side. And again, feel how it's pulling the spine already. Your whole neck is starting to rotate with the tongue. I always have an image of being on a boat that you have the stick that you're moving there, and the tongue is the stick that's starting the rotation of the spine. That can actually really affect scoliosis and different situation in the spine when the vertebrae are not in alignment in the way that nature intended. Okay, and now open your eyes and move the tongue and the eyes with open eyes. And allow the neck to rotate. Allow the head to go to the side. Work only on the side that you chose to. So don't move from side to side. Stick on one side. And stay on that side with your eyes open. Relax your tongue. And now move that shoulder back and forward. And with the hand can slide on your thigh and sense the scapula, that flat bone behind your shoulder, moving forward and back, protracting and retracting. Is it moving parallel to the floor? Can you sense if it's going up? And maybe don't go up? Is that a possibility? Stay with the shoulder blade backwards and move your head and your eyes forward and move your head and eyes back. The head and the eyes forward, only forward. Forward is here, with a smile.
Okay.
So the shoulder is back.
The shoulder's back.
The shoulder is back.
The head goes in the opposite.
And the head is going back towards the shoulder that's back. The shoulder stays and the head comes without it, only to the center. So the head goes to the shoulder. Okay, but we
So-
wanted to relate it to what we did earlier, so work on
You wanna
this
work on
side.
the right?
Yes.
Okay.
So take that shoulder blade back. It's gonna affect everything. We have one brain. Stay with the shoulder blade backwards and just move your head back and forward and smile. Look at me and smile. Good. And take your head back and forward and smile. And back and forward. And back. Notice if you cannot find forward, if your eyes go to the opposite side. Where is forward? Look at me. There you go. Back and forward. Relax the shoulder. Move the shoulder forward. Stay forward. Move the head back and center. And back and center. Center is here. And back and center. And back and center. And back and center. And back and relax the shoulder and move the shoulder back and forward. And back and forward. And back and forward. And back and forward. And now take the other hand and put it on your shoulder. And take this hand and put it behind your back. Wherever it goes. Relax the elbow. Okay, turn your head and sense, go as far as it feels comfortable and sense if your hip moves forward on the side that your hand is on the shoulder and back. So the hand that goes on the shoulder, as you rotate, will that knee go forward and come back. And there you go, beautiful. Allow the gliding of the sitting bone. Allow the movement to happen. And now continue doing the same thing, but keep the head forward. Look forwards, look at my nose, and keep on looking at my nose. I paid a lot of money for that nose. Keep on looking at me. Keep on looking straight forward. There you go. And rest. Rest the arms. Open the legs. Same leg that we did, lift the heel, rotate on your toes, allow the sitting bones to flare out, and on the chair, rotate and feel what it feels like in the rotation. And come back. Next time we'll try to fall out of the chair. So lift the heel, rotate, falling off the chair. You have the hand there to hold you up in the air. If it feels safe, try to go a little bit down, but if it doesn't, don't. No comment. It's like on the other leg. Other leg. Heel up, toes rotate, knee comes in, sitting bones flaring, and rotate. How does it feel on this side? One more time. Heels up, rotate, knee in, sitting bone goes out of the way a little bit, hands on the chair. How safe does it feel to get off the chair and coming back in? So, bring the legs in and move the shoulder back and forward, back and forward. How does the scapula glide forward and back, retracting back and protracting forward? Am I able to go back and forth without lifting and doing a forward upper rotation? How much space do I have between my scapula and my ribs? Does it get stuck there? So a lot of glue in those fibers.
We're not supposed to move our spine, right? Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all one.
Yeah, I know.
Everything is connected. So let's move the shoulder blade back, stay back, and move the head back and forward to the center. Back and forward to the center. Not the shoulder, just the head. The shoulder is back. Now look at me, center, and move back and center. Back and center. And back and back and center. There you go. Back and center. What is my chin doing? Is my chin parallel to the floor? Or is it traveling up and down? What are my eyes doing? Are they tracking? Am I relying on my eyes? And let's shift the shoulder position to forward and continue going back and forward. Shoulder stays forward, but the head moves over it. So we're just opening different pathways and possibilities to enrich the vocabulary of movement within us. And back and forth. And now again, move the shoulder back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And take this hand behind your back and take the other hand on for the shoulder. And moving back and center. Where is center? And back and center. And as you're moving back, allow the pelvis to move and the legs to glide forward and back. So allow the rotation to be all the way from, oh, we didn't do the tongue and the eyes. Oops. And so we're starting from the eyes and the tongue and the neck and the shoulder, going down all the way to the sacrum. And the legs are gliding out of the acetabulum and into the hip joint, back in. And out and in. Allow that leg to slide. And if you want to play with it, as Now let's do the opposite. You're sliding and you're rotating, but the head stays forward with a smile. And then come back. And rotate and keep the head like you're a Spanish dancer. There you go. And coming back. And come back to the center, let go the arm. Close your eyes and visualize your eyes moving to one side, the tongue moving to that side, the neck starting to rotate to that side. There's 7 vertebrae in the neck, and then the mid-back, the thoracic is starting to rotate one vertebra after the other in between your shoulder blades, down to where the ribs, the floating ribs are starting to rotate freely. The waist is starting to rotate. Your legs are moving forward and back. And rotate it all backwards. Undo the twist. And rest the image. We'll do the same thing to the other side in our mind's eye. Starting with the eyes going to that side, the tongue going to that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vertebrae in the neck are rotating all the way to the base of the neck, going into the thoracics, and all vertebrae, upper ones in between your shoulder blades are rotating, getting to the mid-back, getting down to the floating ribs, getting into the waist area, feeling the legs going forward and back, and then undo that spiral. Take a deep breath and forward, and exhale, and take another deep breath in the center. And exhale. And open your eyes. And widen your legs a little bit. Lift your heel, rotate, and keep on going. And find out how easy it is. Where is your head when you're trying to get forward and down? And come back. Try the other leg, up and rotate. Allow the eyes, allow the head, allow the neck, allow the ribs. And come back.